eventually. It can like tighten up like any pauses on its own or anything like that, so it makes editing a lot easier,
Oh, sweet. You know
which
what's
is
crazy is that Riverside is one of the clients that we service at my company.
oh really?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Are they nice? Well, I don't know if you can say that. Maybe you don't have to get into it.
Well, they're not my clients, so I don't have any insider information on them. But
Oh.
they seem to be nice so far. The CEO really likes us, so we'll
Oh,
take that.
that's really nice. I always base off of like the companies that I work with um for work. Like I used to work with a lot of nonprofits.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the meanest people. You really wouldn't believe it. I'd be like, aren't we all here for things that are good and nice and wonderful? And just nasty.
Yeah, that's just how it be. I'm knocking on your Twitch door.
Yeah,
That's
knock on
cool.
my door. Okay, let me mute audio here. Allow.
You can join the stream.
Oh.
Oh, sick.
Oh, it took over that. Okay. Let me pull this out then. There we go. Okay, cool. We've got all the things set up,
Okay,
I
cool.
think.
Yes, there's
Oh,
just
wait. Did it not accept on my end?
I might have. I'm hearing an echo now, though. Is that me?
No, it was me. I thought I muted, but I did not. Do we
There we
have
go.
shared chat?
I think we should.
Hi, Red Square Bear. How are you? For some reason,
Let's see. How do I pop you up?
it says shared chat not enabled.
Oh, we have to.
There we go.
Yeah, bing, bang, boom.
Shared chat is on.
Let's
There we
go.
go. Now we got the alert. We got it.
We're there. We
We're
did it.
here for it. I'm doing so good, Red Square. We're here with Nish from Tenmonthsummer. I should say the full name. I just love saying Tenmo. It's just really nice.
It's pretty fun to say like that.
Tenmonthsummer. I know. Well, like I think actually Walrus was the one that was like Tenmo in my chat first, and then I've seen it everywhere ever since.
That's just how we exist now.
Yeah, you're just Tenmonthsummer. No, it's the full name, Tenmonthsummer. I will respect. That's disrespectful of me.
No, not at all.
Shorten your name. But big news happening tomorrow.
In like 4 hours, which
4 hours.
crazy.
The full album release. I've got all of the. I pulled up all of the cover art that you shared. I got all the lyrics too. So if there's anything in particular that we want to chat about, I can do that. Or wait, let me pull the folder up over here actually while I got it. But honestly, I really kind of wanted to talk about the cover art since you shared all those like the different
Yeah.
like progress pieces, and I just know
Yes.
how much like the cover and like the design for that means to you in particular. I think it would be
Yeah.
really cool to chat about.
And I sent you the concept, some of the concept stuff too,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah,
Sick.
so I got all of those
Woo.
all for us to look at. Um yeah, this was the one where I was like, "Oh, we got to spend some time on this." It was I think the file that you had titled cover art too, which I'm
Mhm.
just like blowing up big on stream right now so they can't see us at all, but
Oh, it's so
it's
cute.
just it's so cute and so cool. I'd love to kind of just like talk about yeah, your the style that you guys landed on, which I know is kind of a continuation from Fate Lines, but like
Mhm.
talk about the creative process for it. That would be cool.
Yeah. Well, so we went with the same artist again, Mackenzie, who is just amazing and awesome and so sweet and puts up with all of our many iterative, when you have five heads trying to like decide what one piece is going to look like. It gets a bit tricky at times, but we knew for the EP at least we wanted to keep like that like continuation going from EP1, EP2, and when we were doing EP1, we were just like we wanted to go with like a Pokemon theme, so the only direction really the first time was just like, Mackenzie, can you make a creature that would be like a legendary Pokemon to go on like a Pokemon game box, and to be like it for it to be like a little mystical and like like I don't know, elusive maybe, I suppose, and so, they used a Borzoi dog as, like, their inspiration, actually, so if you look at what a Borzoi looks like, it's just like,
Wait,
"Oh,
yeah,
that
I
is
gotta
the
pull that up.
Phalanx creature." Yeah, that was, like, the impetus, like, mythical creature to, imagine that becomes, like, a
Got it.
legendary Pokemon, that's
Yep.
that was it. And then yeah, the creature, I mean, just became such a huge part of Phalines in 10-month summer. So we are like, all right, we have to make sure the second creature lives up to it. There's this EP feels like a bit more like watery, but also spacey. So we are
Mhm.
like, okay, what if we had like a mix kind of, and like some of the concept art shows that we wanted like flippers or fins, but also like this is the way that like my cat curls up sometimes, and he's like behind me right now, a bit curled, and we wanted to be playful. We definitely wanted like it to be a bit more like inviting, but also a bit like I don't know the way you see like otters and things move too, like just like a little bit like fluidity, like we saw like some of like the tailed stuff there, and we're like okay, like that's kind of cool, like like that
Mhm.
top right, like that bear ottery stuff. We're like let's get some fins on this motherfucking thing. Like it's gonna swim through space and time. So that's how we started moving more towards what the current iteration looks like. But like we wanted the star to come through too as a theme, like that like North Star from the first EP, keeping that like coming through as well, as like some symbol, but more eyes. We wanted to be we wanted it to be a bit more foreboding perhaps. Um but the pause felt right. I was like, look, we initially had maybe like it had the flippers with that, but like that
Mhm.
didn't feel correct. It felt like the flippers and the bottom half lets him move through space and time, but then like its paws and then like its head is a bit more cat tiger like. Also like the national animal for Bangladesh is the Bengal tiger.
Mm.
So I just like we wanted that homage to happen too with the connection to the Bengali in EP2, and so we got a little tiger, a little mane just for Oso, his floof, but then we got the watery esque, the more fluid esque part at the bottom. And yeah, that's how we got here. But it's always fun concepting. We went through a couple rounds with Mackenzie too on the colors and things like that. We still wanted that shimmery background, but we went cool tones. This doesn't feel like a warm album yet. Where the warm songs are coming from us, but this was still like a more cooler. Like maybe you're coming out of the winter into like a wet spring kind of feel.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like another Tomorahashi kind of callback with
yeah,
like the first the Your Name Is My Ocean, but also the kind of that line about like the first kind of warm day
yeah.
after
I
spring.
mean, yeah. The
Yeah.
first line of the record is "warm rain after a long December." So like this
Yeah.
is what we wanted to like kind of open with is that like the first thing you see and feel is that like this like breaking out of the ice into like a pool of whatever it might be.
I love it. I mean, I work like with a whole bunch of designers. I'm not a designer, but I work with a whole bunch. So I love like seeing like the hand-drawn sketches and stuff. I just think that's so fun. Like this
Yeah.
part, like you mentioned, that's kind of where you were looking at the star and then the fins, or
Mhm.
even like these look like little like like raccoon paw kind of
Yeah, they were
hands.
quite humanoid. We were like, we should maybe make that like a little less creepy. I don't know, like not creepy, but like it just felt like a little too
Little like I don't know. Yeah.
like the size was too big. I think when we
Yeah.
shrunk it worked more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does work
Yeah,
more on the shrunk. I think that's this one right too.
yeah, mhm.
And then is the star like is the star specifically like symbolic star or something?
Not really. I mean, like there's a line in "Freedom I'm Long Gone" from EP1 was just like North Star, I'm going home. Don't make me wait long. And so just the idea of like that like North Star of like where we're trying to get to or hold, like it just feels I don't know. It feels like something that like is both like the glow like is achievable, but like to actually encapsulate it is almost impossible, and it only exists in the palm or on top of the heads of these very fantastical creatures that we're still a bit
Mhm.
removed from.
Yeah. Which you sound so sad from. We're removed from
we cannot
like
we
the whole
cannot
Poke
embrace.
universe.
Yeah, God, if they were real, man. I mean, I guess animals are close enough to Pokemon, but if they were real, goodness.
Oh, I know. Oh God, if they were. I just animals are just the best in the world. Is that a tall boy long drink? Is that what I
Yes,
have just
yes, it
witnessed?
is. It is the
No way.
it's the
It's
zero sugar one because I'm
the
old.
longest drink.
It's the longest drink possible. We did beers with bands on Monday. It's another podcast that's super
Hmm.
awesome, really great human, Michael based in Minnesota. And I got like way too many beers thinking that like I don't know that we are gonna drink like 5 of them. I drank like one and we shared a bottle of soju and it was enough for me. I was like, I'm turned right now. It's way too much. So I had an extra one, and I was like, you know what? Like everyone's posting about the Babel, and I feel very left out. So I was like,
Dude,
I'll at least jump in.
we're
Yeah,
gonna get you one. We're gonna
I
get
need one
you
so bad. I just haven't been to
I've
Jawasco yet.
if your Jewel still has one, I feel like I don't
True.
know, you gotta go to like a Binny's or the like sketchiest
Oh,
gas station these days. Jewel, they're
I'll
like
I'll frequent wherever for a Babel. I saw a stat that they made like 80% of their like operating revenue or something. Something some crazy stat.
just
Like
from Babbel.
the Babel like paid off so well.
Well, the
Good for
hype
them.
that they created around it, I mean, it's like I would have never went out of my way to buy a bush like ever
Yeah,
in my
true.
life where I'm like asking somebody at Benny's, "Do you have Baffle?" But I did see, if you can't find it, I Keystone released a Baffle variant, and
Oh goodness.
supposedly it's better.
Well, so the
Have-
thing is, I believe that. In fact, not to offend any tots or anyone watching, but I think Bush Light, like on its own, is like horrible light
Horrible,
beer. It's so bad. I think
horrible.
Keystone Light is not good, but it is so devoid of flavor that it's a great like there's volume beer and then there's sipping beer, right? There's beer that
Yes.
you drink for like drinking games. And at U of I, like at the Keystone 30 rack, I was happy to see one coming. It was not happy to see me and my friends coming.
Yeah.
This is the most cursed conversation that's ever existed. But so a Keystone Apple sounds delightful. I will look for that, honestly.
Suddenly, yeah, you have like a new drive for it. No,
Yes.
Bush, like bottom of the barrel would be Bush for me, like near Natty.
Mm-hmm.
In college, my go-to of all things was Budweiser, drinking Bud Heavies for
Like,
whatever
but
reason.
heavies, not even light?
Yes.
That's
No,
crazy.
the heavies. That was my go-to. I don't know why, but I've moved on from that now to the lightest of the light. Typically, I'm drinking like
Everyone's
Michelob
like, what are
Ultra.
you talking about? Everyone's like, but heavy.
No, I was seriously like for my 21st birthday. Obviously, this is the first time I ever had a beer, and that's how my friends knew. But they bought me 5 different 24 packs of Bud Heavies. That was my,
Oh my God.
and then yeah, it was a lot. But
That
I
is
was also, I didn't drink them all to myself. I was very much like I'd buy a case, and then like
sure.
anyone could have a beer. That was my deal. What's your
Yeah.
go-to beer if you're like your beer of choice?
My beer of choice?
Yeah.
If truthfully, I prefer ciders to beers or
Okay,
sours.
this is so up your alley.
I know,
Well,
yeah,
maybe
that's
it
why,
would be
yeah.
disrespectful though.
Well, no. I'm not like I don't think I'm a cider snob. I think I more so just have the palate of a 14-year-old and need sugar and everything I
Mm,
have. So that's why
yeah.
ciders are really cool. But I like sours because they have a bit of that sweet, but they have the like, it's basically like drinking a Sour Patch, which is cool.
Mm, yeah.
But if I'm like going pure beer, I do like a Modelo and a lime. Like
Yeah.
I'm acting different. Uh, a Bud Light with like 5 limes. Like I have an
Five
addiction to
limes.
sugar and sour. Like if the Bud Light isn't 5 parts lime wedges, I'm uninterested. If it's also a Bud Light lime like the ones they sell, I'm uninterested. I need the little the flecks of the lime flesh to be
To see
somewhere.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my beer with pulp. Is basically where we're at.
Oh no, wait. But actually, though, are you team pulp on like orange juice? This is a big contention here. Answer truthfully with your heart.
I don't drink orange juice often, but when I have it with pulp, I like it in that like I usually feel like it's
Interesting.
freshly squeezed. I don't.
Okay.
I mean, Mara drinks more orange juice than I do. Do you like pulp in your orange juice? Yeah, she's like, yeah.
Yeah.
She's pulping
Wow.
it.
There's one tot here that is super adamant about pulp and orange juice, so we always kind of razz him a little bit. So Mars on that team too.
You've got some supporters here in the Tenmo corner.
Oh man, everyone's saying this is cursed. Not your father's root beer. That's the one thing that gave me heartburn in my life. That was like
Oh,
really bad.
really?
Yeah. And I was like, this is for me. This is my new drink. And then I was like, never again.
Have you had the Aldi version of it?
No.
I don't know what it's called, but Sam is gluten free, and he came over. Tim and Charlie came to do the podcast,
Hmm.
and so he brought some of those because he can't have like a lot of normal beer because they have wheat and stuff. And so
Yeah.
that was pretty good. It didn't give me heartburn. It like wasn't as crisp as like Not Your
Mm.
Father's root beer, but it was like sweet. It was good.
Oh,
It's fine.
it's,
Yeah, that's like a fair
yeah.
decision. It's fine.
I think honestly, Aldi could run a whole like campaign with just like the Aldi version is fine. It's literally like any
It'll do.
product you get there,
Yeah,
it'll do. It'll do.
that's a good poll to run. Like,
Yeah.
just like, is there any Aldi product that you would say is superior than what it is trying to like emulate?
Actually be. But like the price it comes down to, it's just like it is at a certain point of like,
Yes.
yeah, I would. But yeah, they're random homewares, I guess they get me
That's true.
sometimes. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, back to the music. Sorry for the wait. Actually, I did want to ask too. The podcast. Where is that? Where could folks listen to?
Oh, that will be out in June. We also just did Emo Kids Anonymous, which is another great podcast. That's already out. And if you're into emo music or
Wait.
just like general stuff in the scene, check them out. They're great.
No,
We
I
did-
saw a clip of yours from that. And
Oh, was it
actually,
the Chili's Fuck, Marry, Kill?
yes. And literally last night we got Chili's.
No way. Oh my god.
Inspired by that. I was like,
God.
should we? Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
So
I
that
wish
was
it wasn't such a far drive from us.
the Tenmo sponsor. It's gotta come in. There's already been one purchase from that clip alone.
Exactly.
Chili's.
Let us Chili's. Let us play. Let us play.
Chili's really should sponsor Midwest emo bands. That would be such a
They
great
should.
like avenue for them. Like the way Denny's was having Blink 182, but like
Exactly.
Chili's actually leans into it because they already kind of have that like persona online.
Yes, and like they're low key. They're the yearners of like that like fast food / fast casual. You know, of
Yeah.
like the diner esque. Like they're like out there talking about finding the love of your life at a Chili's, and I'm like, this is exactly what this band is
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. I mean, I've even seen that you might find the love of your life 519 at Subterranean. Have you seen that?
I mean, it's possible. If you're looking for love on 519 at Subteen Wicker Park, if you go to a show there on that specific night, you might find love of your life.
Possible.
It's quite possible.
What's going on 519 at Subterranean other than like a life-altering event?
We're doing our record release show with Hang Your
That's
Hate
right.
and Yeah Bye Hardcore. Just three heavy hitters, and it's gonna be a really cool time. We have CDs coming in of the record with the alt cover. If people have seen the Fate Line CDs where it's like the actual like Game Boy Color like cover, we're doing that for the CDs through.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah, they're so fun. They're so like the actual like the design is fine. That was me did the design, but the actual CD make is really awesome because that was made by Freak Accident Records, which is Kaylin from Alex Vile. It's her label, and she did the first CDs too, and they sound great. We've got some extra goodies on the CD for you. Some of them might have Pokemon cards in them. It's kind of like gambling a little bit, but like low stakes. You won't lose your your rent money. You just lose like $10 maybe.
And
but you
maybe
get a CD
you get
still.
something special, yeah, in addition.
Exactly. And we'll have a limited run of these Broken Fist Boxing Club T-shirts that we'll have like 25 of, and if they run out, they run out. We might print like a new color, but like that like little, it's like dark blue ink on ivory. It looks really sick.
It does. I've seen. I think I've seen photos of those ones.
Yeah. They've been
seen some
online trying to.
I didn't know
make
if
that
this was like a
happen.
special release. Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw those and I was like, ooh, that's a really nice. Like, I just like the way it's pressed. I don't know, with the boxing gloves, it's just like, ooh, that's really nice.
And it's on cover color, so super soft tees.
Ooh,
you gotta
nice
love those
quality.
blanks. Yeah.
Is that from? If I'm not mistaken, name wise, is that Modest Merch? Am I mistaken? Yes.
Modest
okay.
Merch. Been dressing this band and my old band for 10 years.
Yep. I just followed them on Instagram just because I think there was something that you guys did together that tagged, and I was like, oh, this is like
This is the guy.
Tenmo's guys.
Yeah, he's like most of Chicago's guy.
Yeah.
Even if you're not in a band, if you've got like, I don't know, a company retreat and you guys need shirts made or whatever, I don't know, or like you have like a kickball team, like Modest Merch can do it. Like minimum I think is like 15 to 20 pieces, but like super good deals, super nice dude. Just one man and his machine against the world. So he's really
Yeah,
awesome.
that's so cool. Have you seen actually? There's a Chicago merch market. Did you see the release of
No.
that?
Oh
That
shit.
may be something you guys could be at because it's Chicago merch market sometime in June, but it's like all musicians bringing their merch and stuff, and then it's just like people go there for the intent to buy. It's run by Chicago Show Calendar. I
Oh my
just saw
god.
something with it, but like
Okay.
100%. If
Oh my
that's something
gosh.
you guys,
I'm gonna
it
look it
looks
up.
so cool.
I searched Chicago Mart and it gave me Merchandise Mart. That was not smart of me at
Ooh,
all.
scary.
Don't want that. Don't want that. I'll find it. I'll find it. Oh, that's so cool.
Chicago
I
merch.
love that.
I'll
I
send
love
it
that
to you
idea.
actually because
Yes, please, please.
I like commented on it and they replied back, so I should be able to find it quickly. Maybe. Eh. Oh gosh, don't you hate when you go on Instagram and you see like a band you love post like a, a black screen with a lot of text? You know,
Oh
like
God.
you think it's like the breakup announcement.
Oh, everyone's
Like,
running that fake breakup no tip
yeah,
apology now to like
yeah,
drum up algorithmic like karma, and like I get it, but I'm just like,
yeah.
come on.
I know. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know. It kind of freaks me out a little bit too much, like, because I'm really gullible and I just immediately believe it. But um, let me see if I can find a really quick quote. There it is. Okay, sorry, sending it to you right now.
Sick.
Yeah, I think that would be. Yeah, there's like a bunch of vendors, DJ set.
Oh. Oh, Hotel is on here, and so is Victoria Vark. I love both of
Yeah,
them. Who else do I know here?
I know. I'd be curious to see who you'd know.
Yeah,
You're so tapped in.
I know Spider Baby, and I think that's all. I mean, I know Roadhouse Mag, of course, but that might be it. So this is really cool to like meet new people.
Yeah,
Oh, it's free. Well,
yeah,
handy dandy is that. That's awesome.
yeah.
Wow, yeah, we had a hotel on last year's Bummer Summer. They were so wonderful, so sweet, and they're a hoot.
Bummer summer. Okay, bummer summer. Let's talk about it.
Oh goodness, we're hitting you with all the shows, folks. Sorry, this is. I promise we'll actually do music. This isn't just one long ad for our upcoming calendar. But
No,
Bummer
because I'm
Summer
bad about like
3.
following up on it. So I want to make sure while we're talking about it.
No, you're totally fine. Thanks for putting up with all of these plugins. Or plugs, not plugins. Bummer Summer 3. It's a festival that like or me basically, I put it together. I'm sending all these emails. It's the emo festival that we do in Chicago. It's July 3rd this year at Beat Kitchen, featuring some of your favorites from out of town and some awesome locals as well. Try to get bands that don't always see these like bigger stages to get some opportunities to play them with bigger bands too, because a lot of times, I mean, Chicago is a huge market, but it's also a small market. So like when a lot of big bands come through, you see a lot of the same faces get pulled to open for these national acts and stuff like that. And so I just think it's important, and it's 17 plus, I think, so we can get all ages because there's gonna be alcohol sold there. But like, I think it's really good to have non-18 plus, shows happening because I remember how important those were for me. When I was
Yeah.
growing up and going to shows, and just those formative years, we're getting to see really good talent, and we try our best to showcase not just good talent, but also talent that is diverse, whether it
Mm-hmm.
be gender, sexuality, race, neurodivergency, ability, etc. All these bands embody some of that in some way, shape, or form. And so, yeah, it's a labor of love. And every year, we've gotten doing so far has been awesome. And we get to keep doing it if people come and support it. So please do if you're free.
Hell yeah. I love it. The like overall lineup, I saw you had like any two words there too,
Mm-hmm.
which I've just recently found. I'm sure it's probably from like some sort of 10-month influence, like on my algorithm. But
Those cats are awesome. They're
yeah,
like these young kids who like I think now have graduated, but they were in college when we met them, and they were so fucking fun. They're a hoot, and they're very good. And their
yeah,
fan base is like so like energetically raucous. It's awesome. They
that's
bring so much fun to every show.
that's awesome. Bummer summer, yow!
Yow!
Big Game James, welcome in. Nickery, I do love gambling. You've got me. I love like online gambling. I'm real like okay, wait, when I say that, not like actual online gambling. Hang on. 1 second. I like games like Scritchy Scratchy, which is like just a like a fake scratch off game. It's not putting any actual money. It's just like a silly little game. And then in Minecraft, um, one of our community members built a whole casino,
Oh
Lilia
my
in chat,
god.
and it was fully functional, like to play. Um, I was big on roulette, but like there was like a slot variation, and it
Wow.
was just like fully functional on its own, just through Minecraft. Like had this whole mechanism to it. It was insane, and we're
How do
bringing it
people
back
do that?
tomorrow.
Hell yeah. That's crazy that
Yeah,
you've created this.
yeah.
Have
I
you
don't.
heard of Gamble with your friends?
I just got sent that actually by
It's
someone in the
it's
tots by Mondo.
me, Mar, her brother, and some other pals been playing it. Holy shit!
Is it
It's
fun?
it's really fun, and it's also just such a good It's like real odds, so it's such a good reminder that like you should not be doing this
Nah,
as a means
gamble.
to make money. Yeah, you
Yes.
should
Yeah.
not gamble.
Like,
Great to do digitally when there's no stakes and you've only paid $5 for the
yes.
game, but other than
Yes.
that, do not do it.
That's what I mean when I said I love online gambling. Like, I realized what that actually meant to real people that gamble. I am not one of those. Like, I could not actually put my funds towards something like that where I
This
would just be losing it.
this unlocked like an old memory of mine that like do you I don't know if you used like Facebook like back when it first started. Do you remember like
Oh, yeah.
Facebook poker?
Oh, yeah. Like, I never did Facebook poker, but I remember like all the mini games that Facebook
Yeah,
had.
yeah, like and it
Yeah.
was like you'd like play with against like real people and stuff. Me and my friends, like we were way too young to be playing this, first of all. But
Facebook
we were
let
like
anyone do anything.
yes, they did not give a shit. We were out of control. Like we were like running these online like we weren't paying any money. Like you could pay money to get more chips like in the game, but we were just like good at poker. Yeah, Zynga. That's
That's
yes,
it.
yes, yes. Oh my god, holy
I
shit!
can literally
Like
see the logo.
we were like ruining like retired men's lives. Like we would just like be going all in with like 16 mil of like fake money, obviously, which is like equates to maybe like 80 real dollars. But then these old men would be like they would see our profiles, which also is not good. We should have been private, but they were like, "You stupid kids," and we'd like take their money, and then they'd go like spend real money to get more chips, try to get the shit, and we were just ruining people's afternoons, and we were just like doing this between like geometry homework. It was
Like,
so
yeah.
crazy.
Oh my God. Do you think, like, in your account, you still have, like, Facebook poker money? Like, is that
I don't even know if
forever?
it still exists. Like, because you also like couldn't like revert it. Like, if you bought the chips, you couldn't like make it into real
Oh, it was
cash.
only.
It was only virtual. So these guys were just dumping more
Oh,
money to like get
money.
their virtual money back
Okay.
just to lose it again to us. And we had
Wow.
no like we had like and like if we like lost at the big tables, like sure we'd be back down to like 20 chips and play at small tables. But within like 2 weeks we'd be back at the big tables again. And like people would start remembering our names. We'd be like, nah, these fucking kids.
It's so crazy too that they would literally show your whole ass Facebook account,
Yes,
like
you
your
can like
whole
get
like
to people's profiles from there.
your
It's
whole
really
family,
bad.
like
Yeah.
everything. The olden days of Facebook when you would just like any group and be like, I love snow days. How about you? Like
Oh
you
my
like it,
god.
and you would be a part of that group.
For yeah,
Oh,
because eventually pages got converted into groups, and then I remember that
yes.
happened. I was like, I'm part of like 80 groups. I need to get out
Yeah.
of here.
Yeah. It's like I had to go through one day and just like clean up because I was like, this is like if employers are looking at my account when I was first getting into the workforce, which now I
Yeah,
think nobody really like
no.
looks at an account. I think it's kind of like gone to the
I feel like
wayside
they
that.
look at like your Twitter sometimes, possibly
Yes,
because they know
Twitter.
it's a place where you say like crazy things. Like that's why
Yeah.
my personal Twitter's private, and I
Yeah.
only speak on the band, so I can be like, oh, that actually wasn't me. That was Charlie. Um, he's just doing a really good bit where he shits on himself on Twitter. It's crazy. He's a little bit psychotic, and but yeah, I think it's that and like LinkedIn for sure. They check it, but
Oh,
like,
yeah, LinkedIn for sure. Yeah,
yeah,
you know. Oh,
get me out
what
of
a
there.
cesspool, dude. I logged on to the LinkedIn for the first time like in a couple weeks. Oh my gosh, I was like, this is why I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotten worse because everyone's just using AI to like write their posts now, and so like everyone sounds the same, and you're just like, oh, this
Oh,
is horrible.
the first like two lines of their message is like a question, and then to actually like read the rest of the post, you have to hit see more, and it's
Uh-huh.
just like,
They just game it. Like they
yeah,
really like they really like engagement bait you on LinkedIn. It's like
Yes.
worse than like Twitter and
Being a
other.
LinkedIn influencer, I think, is like one of the worst you could
Oh my
be.
God, yes.
It's so
Oh,
bad.
that's like kind of the core of like what our company does. Like we ghostwrite for like a lot of these people, and it's just like at least we're not writing what I think is like slop. Like,
Slop,
but
yeah.
it's like not my favorite. I would love to. It pays the bills. Like I would love
Yeah.
to not. I would
Oh,
love to write other things.
no, I am so with you on that. Honestly, actually, and sorry, we're just yapping now. We will get
Yes. Yeah.
but
We'll turn back. We'll get back on the highway.
um yeah, I mean, ugh. Anyway, I was going to go on a tangent we don't need to go on. Is this Midwest emo Alex's song? I'm
Hmm.
going to pull up the lyrics really quick.
Yes. Kind
Uh
of dark, low key.
yeah.
Very happy song.
And I want it like it is a very happy song. Lyrics dark, but I
Yes.
also had to ask, and this is just a real cater question. The songs in the karaoke bar. What's the go-to like lineup of songs for everyone to sing in a karaoke bar? What like
Ooh.
instilled this?
So, well, like the truth is, like, the joke is that we call every bar we go to a karaoke bar that has touch tunes because we just
I love that.
take control of it.
Yep.
There have been nights where our touch tunes tab was bigger than our bar tab because we were paying for credits, paying for skips and passes. Like we were just like running that shit. And so like that's like our inside joke. I would think that me and Alex have maybe only been to proper karaoke like 4 to 5 times, if that. But
Because
we have
anything can be your karaoke bar.
yes, we have staged a karaoke coup at bars hundreds of times. Hundreds of
A
times.
karaoke coup is
Yeah.
awesome.
Like there's nothing better than like if people go to like we used to frequent Arrogant Frog in Lincoln Park a lot and
Hmm.
we love the owner there, Ryan. He's awesome and he would that was also part of why our bar tab was low because like he would just like he'd be like, oh, $50 for the night, and even though we had like at least $200 worth of alcohol. um but like there's nothing will trip up like because it's by DePaul, so it's all these college kids.
Yep.
Nothing will ruin their night more than like two guys in their 30s screaming "Came Out Swinging" by the Wonder Years in the corner of the
Yes.
bar by themselves,
Yes.
full volume.
I need to get an
um
invite to these.
yes, for sure. Yeah, we'll plan we all good coups are planned, so
Yes.
we'll work on this.
That's my dream scenario right there.
Hey Bella, hello Fireworks Squad. Hope you're all enjoying. There's a good chunk of Tenmo homies that are at the Fireworks 10-year show in Buffalo for Gospel. What an amazing record. Um, but uh, but yeah, the One Years is always on there. Me and Alex love Title and Registration by Death Cab for Cutie. Like we just like
Playing
hit
Death
that.
Cab at the bars,
Yeah,
that is
we're devious. Like,
evil.
we don't give a shit. we're fucked up. Like the emotional whiplash of like it's like Sugar Going Down, Title
Yeah.
Registration, Came Out Swinging, Wonder Years. And then it's like like Bad Bunny for like 4 songs straight,
Oh,
and then
that gets the
and
hopes up of like, okay,
yeah.
we're gonna get back to like some like happy songs.
Yeah, and like I know that he sucks now. He's just the worst. But like we throw on like old Drake because that's like was our that's what we
Yeah.
drank to in college. Like
Yep.
we're talking like LP1, LP2 Drake. None of
Yes.
that like new weird shit that he's doing.
Yep.
And we don't put too much gas in the Drake car anymore. Also, given the fact that he's just like a super creepy guy.
Yeah. No, but like the old stuff, something about those like I does hit
It's like
whenever.
Pavlovian.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like it's
Pavlovian, whenever I like, this is anytime I play Call of Duty, which is rare. It's rare. But if I fire up Call of Duty, for some reason, I have to play OG Drake in my
Yeah.
ears at the same time. And I'm like, this is it.
There's like just like songs that go with the activity. Like I used
Yeah.
to play this like 2D Korean MMORPG like when I was like a kid, and I had like one of the songs that was like on my like YouTube shuffle for some reason was Big Girls Don't Cry by Fergie. And I remember like it was like I had not gotten an A on a math test. My parents were super mad at me, and like my dad was
So
just
real.
like super. Yeah, it was just like the most Asian story ever. Like my dad was so upset with me, and like I just felt so useless. And but I was staying up late anyway because I was like, whatever. Like my life is worthless, and I'm not gonna make anything of myself. Just like really normal 15-year-old thoughts.
Yeah.
And I like shut the door and like was playing this this like really stupid chibi style video game until like 3 a.m. and I was just like running that Fergie song on repeat that
Just
whole
Big
night.
Girl Song.
And it's just like a core memory for me now.
For some reason, I have such a core memory of that song. I feel like that is like something like that, just like you remember where you are when you hear that
Yeah.
song or like the first time you heard it.
I mean, I must
Uh,
say, like, the line "I miss you like a child misses their blanket" is like devastating.
oh, yeah.
Yes, Unagi. I played like so much Maple Story. It's unbelievable.
Oh man. I know that strictly from Garrett's
Oh,
Maple Story.
no
Made me
way.
pull it up, be like, because I'd be like, I love Animal Crossing. And he'd be like, no, you have to like, have you seen Maple Story? And that's like
Yes.
a big peak game for him too.
Yes. I mean, the classic, like the OG is coming out soon. I say we all get back on it.
Mm.
I do.
I
I
mean,
am going to do it.
if that is that, it'll be like a Nintendo 2 or the Switch 2 or whatever only.
It's going to be on PC. So it's
Oh,
just
okay.
like,
Let's
yeah,
go.
it's like a
Then
true
we're in.
MMORPG. Yeah. And it's
Then,
free, which is even worse.
oh, that's
Yeah.
Nintendo 2. Mind your business.
It's the baffle talking.
Yeah, the Bapple is hitting. It's an express train right now. I really like the line too in this song, "You're the best in all of us." I think that's like such a really beautiful way of, I don't know, just like picking the favorite thing that you like about everyone in one person. Is
Yeah.
that kind of like the intent behind that? Like,
Yeah. I think I mean, like I've been previewing this EPL. I was talking about like, hey, like this is about the community learning, and it's taking a lens that's a bit outside of Mar. I mean, she is still the central focal point of
mhm.
this entire band. I would say, in terms of at least my lyrical writing, but I think like through loving, she's laughing at me. I think like through like I think like
When the muse is near.
yeah, yeah. The muse is like right next to me, like on watching the stream while she's doing stuff. I think that like the way that you learn to love your friends is a huge like indicator of the ways that you appreciate your partner. And like of
Mhm,
course like you learn lessons both ways, but like I'm someone who did not have a romantic partner for most of my life, and so like my friends were where I poured like a ton of my love into all
mhm.
the time, and through college especially like Alex has been my best friend since my second semester of my senior year of college. I met him March or like February, March of that year. And then 3 months later, I moved to Virginia for grad school. I thought this was just like a dude who was, or no, sorry, 6 months later, because I say this summer. I thought this guy was just like a funny white dude who was going to drink with for like my last like few months and then I'd never see again. And then I stayed on campus that summer to work because I got into grad school and I had no money and I was like, I'm going to be a poet. Fuck. So my financial future is like super dampened. I need to make some cash. And I didn't
I'm
want to
gonna
go
be a
home.
poet. Fuck is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. And I didn't want to go home for the summer because then I had to hear my dad being like, you're going to be a poet. Fuck. Like, the entire summer. So I stayed on campus and Alex stayed for his master's. And me, Alex, and our friend Andrea, like me and Andrea worked at this like Spanish, like or Mexican like restaurant tequila bar place that summer. And our manager knew to not put us on the same shift because one of us was always hungover. So it's like, okay, like if Dre was hungover, I do the morning shift, and she would come in during my shift, like take a few hair of the dogs, and then like literally like when it was shift change, I would just take my apron off and put it on her, and we just switch
Oh
spots.
wow.
It was
Yeah.
it was super just U of I college life.
Yeah.
But Alex didn't work there, but he was just with us the entire summer, and so this whole summer we just like spent together and became like my best friend. I roomed with him for a bit after grad school and moved to Chicago, and he's just someone that like fills a room with like this like infectious level of like joy and whimsy. He's just I don't know, like there's people that like when you are with them you feel comfortable and like safe,
Mhm.
and I think like that's like really hard to feel as an adult sometimes, and like especially when you're trying to make new friends or meet new people. He's just someone where it's like I can walk into a strange place, know nobody, but have Alex there, and I'm gonna walk out with every single person at that bar like loving us because of
Mhm.
Alex.
Yeah.
Um, and he was a huge like supporter of our old band too. Like he like just came to so many shows, just went buck wild, learned the words, just like gave a shit. And so I was like, you know what? Like I need to give him a song. If I'm gonna write a song about friendship, it needs to be Alex's song. And I remember the first night we met. That's what the first half of the song is about. Is the first night we met. Like we got super hammered and we climbed up. I have a fear of heights, and we climbed up this building. He made me, and I was like, I don't want to do this. He's like, it's just you
You're
and me,
doing it.
buddy. Because like no one else wanted to stay up late. It was like 4 a.m, and he was like, come with me. And he's got this bottle of Bird Dog whiskey, and we down it. And I was like pretty new to drinking, and I was like
Mm-hmm.
definitely not feeling good. And then he just told me all about how like, hey, like my mom's gonna die from throat cancer in like the next like few weeks. And like I feel very weird about it because I'm trying to celebrate the end of the semester, and like he was a year
Yeah.
older than us, so he's like all my friends graduating, like like how do we like he just like trauma dumped all this on me, and I had just met the guy, but like all I knew about him so far was that he's really good at beer pong and he's like really funny, and I was like wow, like you were just caring so much.
Yeah.
Um,
That
and
you
yeah,
just
he's
would have never known.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so I think like that is like what I think like is this Midwest emo question mark is like about
Mm-hmm.
that too. It's like about like the things we carry silently and the ways that we
Yeah.
still try to champion joy despite the suffering. But
Mm-hmm.
also it's the title is a bit because when we lived together, I'd be playing turnover all the time. I would be playing like cutting my fingers off, and before 10 months summer was a thing, he would like walk downstairs and be like, "Hey, is this Midwest emo?" And I'm like, "No, it's shoegaze, but it's close, sure." And so that was our running bit for a long fucking time. And so like, when we were writing this, I was like, "This has to be the title. Like this has to be
Mm-hmm.
what we give it."
Yeah. That's I didn't want to ask about like the sad part because I didn't know if that would get like too
No,
emotional to
no,
talk
no,
through. So
yeah,
like that is just I mean, that's such a I mean, the picture that you just painted with the you hand me a bottle of whiskey, that's like the already kind of your discussion there.
yeah.
That's really beautiful. The part too that you mentioned about the old band, is this maybe like a callback too as well to Stumble? Because you have Always Stumbling Home. Is that
Yep.
kind of when I
Oh yeah.
first heard it, that was where I was like, I stumble a little bit every time I
I
see you.
stumble a little
That's
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, yep. I'm
Yeah.
definitely slipping some callbacks in there because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we would be at Ocean Glass shows, and then we'd just
Mm-hmm.
be screaming "Stumble" on the way home, just
Yeah.
absolutely blitzed.
Yeah.
And like U of I was a place where like you didn't need a car or a bike; you could just walk home drunk anywhere, which is really cool, I guess, or maybe not good for like collegiate students to do, but we did it anyway. We did a lot. Like
Mm-hmm.
so many nights where like my last memory was me taking a shot, my next memory was me awake in my bed. So
You were
I got
home.
home somehow, and yeah.
So the stumble all the way through.
Stumble all the way through it. Yeah.
Which for the Tots, Ocean Glass was Nish's previous band in college, and then they took a pause, and now you and is it
Luke, the
Charlie?
drummer,
Luke?
we
Okay,
started
got
out.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So continued making music, and that's where I knew you from originally, but
Yeah, I know.
that
Crazy.
was crazy small world, like beyond crazy small world. Um, putting that together, like being like, oh yeah, I remember the song, and then seeing that is you now, like in the Spotify bio. I can't even. I was like, what the hell?
Crazy. We checked yesterday. Like,
And
I think Ocean Glass has like 30 monthly listeners. So, like, you're one of
I
like
was one of
a
them.
dozen
Like,
people who are like keeping this band alive.
yeah. Once I was like, I gotta check that out. Like, see what they're up to, because it just like popped in my head one day. And then, yeah, saw that in the bio. And I had already had 10-month summer like in my library. Like I think I had already
Crazy.
even made like even one of my first like music related videos was
Yeah.
featuring 10-month summer.
Yes, because like that's
Yeah.
how I reached out to you because I was like, oh my, because we were like, yo, like this Cater FM person like tagged us in this thing, and like they have like this like huge following. That's crazy. Like we don't know where she found us from, but this is cool. We were
Yeah.
like, oh my god, we're not nobody anymore. It was super nice.
No, that it was just like so crazy small world. Like I like put my phone down for a second. I was like, that's wild that like I don't know, music just has a way of bringing people together. It's so wild. It
It
really
really
is.
does.
So okay, looking at like the story behind the song and the lyrics of this song, I did want to ask like, and maybe we now know, but what's like the hardest song for maybe you to get through like performing live from like an emotional standpoint?
Oh, uh, I think it's either a tie between Broken Fist and a Boxing Glove, just because physically it is the most difficult song
Yeah,
to do. But like I'm like a big proponent of, I mean, not that there's like this isn't like a thing I guess people do. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm Daniel Day Lewis by any means, but like I really like to put myself back in like the emotional situations of those songs when we do them live, and so, like, I'm, like, running through the memory of, like, Alex telling me these things when we're up there. And so, like, when I get to do the spoken word part, if he's especially if he's there, I, like, look him dead in the eyes and, like, give him this poem every time if he's there,
Damn.
which he, like, loves and hates. Because he's not someone who, like, cares at all for that kind of attention, but,
Yeah.
like, I think he's someone who just, like, deserves, like, that kind of, like, glory.
Mhm.
Um, Strangely enough, When We're Here is, like, a really, like, not, like the song itself isn't sad. Like, the song
Mhm.
is about, like, no matter what happens, like, or, like, however the universe might test us or whatever parallelities we might encounter, like, I will, like, try to find you, and, like, when we're here together, like, like, we're invincible. But
Mhm.
I also, like, the impetus of writing it was imagining, like, what would a reality without you be like? And, and, like, that so, like, getting into that mindset of, like, imagining a life without Mar, despair. Okay, now we're ready to do the song, and, like, and
Now we're
so
there.
yeah, now we're there, and so, like, yeah, like, there's, like, I remember when we were first, like, writing this song and, like, playing it live, that, like, almost, like, yell squawk, like, wasn't really in there, like, I didn't write that in there initially, and, like, I just did it one day on stage because, like, I was just, like, feeling it. I was thinking of, like, there was, like, I think, like, Haley Williams does it on, like, some tracks, so she just, like, kinda
Mm.
screams and, like, squawks
Yeah.
too, and, like, it just, like, I think I just, like, watched a video or, like, heard a song that had done that, and it just came out of me, and I was like, "Huh, like, that feels, like, primal and, like, real," and so,
Mhm.
uh, like, that part, like, feels, like, super, like, emotionally taxing to embody, but the payoff is, like, worth it, I think, especially in a
Yeah.
live setting. It was really hard it was, like, not hard, it was embarrassing to go through 18 different squawks to figure out which one we wanted, but when I did all the takes, I was like, "Wow, this is, like," I was like, "This is."
Can we get the roughs of those?
Yeah, let me
What
see if
are
Luke has them.
those?
So, Luke once sent me an entire version of a song where he cut out my vocals, but only left in my breaths instead, because he has to do the opposite to get the songs out, so it's just me going, and it sounds fucking crazy.
Evil.
And it's so, like, I remember, like, because he sent it to me, like, "Here's, like, the next version of the mix," and I clicked it, and it just, like, jump scared me. I was like, "What
Oh
is
my
this
god.
shit, man?"
That's so funny. Just
It
the
is, yeah.
breathing.
You don't realize how much you breathe when you sing, but you do.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, when I'm, like, screaming in my car, that's when I know. I'm like, "Man." I try to, like, do it from the diaphragm, but I don't even
Yeah.
know what my diaphragm is really, like, you know?
I don't either,
You know?
honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. The Haley Williams thing, though, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's, at least when she screams, I know it's, like, lately she's been doing the, I'm in a band."
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
those I mean, it's not a squawk, but, like, how she does it is just, like,
Yeah.
very primal of, like even, like, how she, like, positions her body on stage and stuff like that. It's
Mhm.
just, like, it's
Yeah.
she's queen.
Yes, she is. Just
She's
killing
it.
it in all she
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. Everything. And she also, like, the people she brings out on stage,
Oh my god.
just, like, incredible.
Like a true ball knower. Like,
Yes.
every city just brings out, like, the person.
The absolute person to have, like, in
Yeah.
that city, and it's just she just does good stuff, and she brings out, like, political activists too. I love
Yes.
that. I love that. Um, you know what else I love? Segue. Look at that.
Nice.
In any universe I can find you, that line just in general, I'm gonna squawk at you. That is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. When you're writing this stuff, do you, like, handwrite it? Do you have, like, a special, like, little, like I see you with, like, a very fancy, like, moleskin notebook or something that's, like, all tattered and
I
worn.
was that person that would do that in college. As the years have gone on, my handwriting baseline was legible. It's gone way fucking worse now. So I unfortunately am someone who's just, like, really tapping my notes app a lot. If
Yeah.
my iCloud ever goes down, like, I'm fucked. So,
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have a lot of backups on my Google Drive too, but, like, if the cloud, like, capital TC, like, if, like, the internet goes away, like, that's a problem for me, I guess. I don't have a lot of hard copies saved.
I get that, though. It's, like, the most accessible thing just because your phone's
Yeah,
there, you know, like,
exactly. And I'm
that's
usually
I'm
writing a lot of this stuff in practice with, like, the
yes.
band.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
I do that too. I have some, like, just random stuff that I'll just, like, write down. I mean, nothing, like, special, but it's just like, "Oh, that's something, like, I wanna, like, maybe, like, at least look back." Or even
Mhm.
just, like, having a catalog throughout the years too. I
Yeah.
just think it's so cool to see, okay, what was I feeling 4 years ago and being like,
Mhm.
oh, that's what a different life I was living at that
Right?
point, you know? Good night, Connor. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, dude.
Peace.
Thanks for the lurk too, Fluff. Um, okay, Holstein. I'm gonna pull this up. Wait, let me get the. I'm just messing around with OBS, just breaking all the rules. I
You're
go to
killing
other.
it.
Oh God. Oh no. I don't know what I just did. I didn't even know that was possible. I go to other streamers and I see like how they. I actually don't understand what's happening with this lyric sheet. Hang on. It's somehow like beaming up to the sky for some reason, and all I'm doing is expanding it. I'm feeling like a boomer. Okay. Okay. Don't pack up. Just one more. I don't want to go home. Is this? I don't want to make an assumption. Tell me a little bit about this.
This whole song is just about volleyball. Like playing volleyball with your friends at Holstein Park in Bucktown.
I love it. So the sweat is real. The sweat is real.
Yeah. Like it's literally like this is just about playing volleyball with your friends and like drinking some beers in a park, and it's awesome. Like we would do this, like we would set up at noon and we would go until like it got too dark to see anymore, like 8-9 hours, like just bodies just decimated on Sunday, but on that Saturday we'd hit up the group chat, be like, yo, volleyball today, question mark. If we had at least 8 people in, we were going for it. And we would like at times have like 30, 40, like, 3 or 4 nets going, like just like taking over this really suburban, I guess not suburban, but this really like residential park in Bucktown.
Yeah.
Like people trying to like walk their dogs and we're just screaming.
No.
Yeah, we're just being a nuisance basically, but it's a public park and we're not like, I guess I could have called the cops because we were drinking, but like no one's gonna do that.
No one's gonna do that. Yeah, that would be. No
But
one
yeah,
would
so
do
just
that.
like don't pack up, just one more. It's like one more game. Come on, one more game. Like I know
That's
I know
so
everything
funny.
hurts. One more game.
I love that backstory. Like I learned about your volleyballness. I don't know if that's how I should describe it, but like I learned that last time we were talking. But I literally read into this like someone was like moving. Like
Oh my gosh. Oh, I could totally see that
and it was just like
too.
your final hurrah kind of situation. That's how
and it's kind of the same idea, right? Just
yeah.
we're in
But
the
like
space.
volleyball.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's literally like it's like just front to back, like, my brain's not feeling good. Let me grab a drink. Let me put the windows down in the car while I'm driving to the park. I
Yeah.
see the homies, the music's bumping. We're burning our skin because none of us wear sunscreen besides Mara because she's responsible. And then, it's like windy.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
I know. I've been getting more sunburns in my adult life too. I used to like never get sunburned as a kid, but I was like, I'm fine. And now like father time is catching up to me. But yeah, it's just really about like no sweat. I'll sweat it out. Like a bad pass. I'll get it down. Regrets and not forget it. Like, it's okay. There's always one more point. And then for a minute, everything's golden now. Just like, for a moment, like we're just, when you're playing volleyball, you don't think about anything else. You're just playing the sport, and it's really cool. And it's a really nice, like meditative space to be in. We're thinking of if, like for you and Chicagoans, possibly this summer, setting up like at Holstein and filming a music video where we're just playing the song while people are playing volleyball around us, like really goofy style, like like old school, like 2000s, like
Yeah,
Every
dude.
Avenue-ish, almost like those kind of music videos from back in the day. So when we get information, we'll pass along, and everyone's welcome to do so.
Let me know.
It's gonna be so stupid. It's gonna be great.
That'll be so good though. I love that. I was literally reading into Get Out of Town.
That's so fair though. That's
where I was. I was like the last hurrah. Like
that's so funny. It's literally just me just being like, get out of town. Nah, it's all good. But you're like, these guys are leaving and they're trying to like
moving,
fight their
like,
regrets.
The
like
friendship is like ending right now, but right now it's like the last beer before like the band leaves or whatever.
It's so funny. I love that. That's gonna be my secret. Like when people ask about it in the future, I'll be like, yeah, no, this is actually really deep, and it's about like the changing of homes.
No, I love the volleyball.
Oh, they're very
like I
sweet.
said, volleyballness.
Our like crew of volleyball friends, like it includes Alex and many other folks who like come to shows quite often too. And so like when we do the song, if I know that I'll be like, yo, Holstein squad or like volleyball squad, this one's for you. And
This
so
is
like they know to go crazy, and they love it too, which is really sweet that they have their own little song for them.
See that's the stuff, like all the songs that you make are also like for the community too, which is just like it's so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
I think those are all the new ones because we've talked about Broken
Mm-hmm.
Fist. Which, God, dude, does that song just rip?
I feel very proud of that
Like
one. That one goes
that one,
crazy.
that one really does go crazy. Like, oh, the I say it every time, but the To Swing,
Yeah.
it's just like it's one of those songs where you have to go, wait, I love this part. Like
Yeah.
that part, you know? Like you gotta be quiet. I love this part.
Yeah.
Hang
Like,
on.
shut.
Shut up.
My favorite, like, me and Scumdrop try to, like, every time we play a live, we try to see how far we can pull the swing, like, to make it go
Mm,
longer than the actual song, and, like, we try to time it and stuff. I think, like, I've gone, like, a solid, like, 10 seconds on
that's
holding it, which is,
crazy.
like, doesn't seem like a long time, but at the loudness and where that's, like, belting from, like, shit hurts, but we're out there. We're out there. My goal is to break it. I just go as hard as I can on this one
Oh my
for
god.
the release show.
Yeah, that'll rip. Okay, also, um, Walrus was at your last show and
Yes.
got the set list.
Mm.
What's up with that, dude? They were in the, like hieroglyphics.
Yeah. So Luke is our printer. And he just does. He likes to, like, have little games to make it fun to have the set list. He doesn't like a boring
Mhm.
set list. Like when me or Charlie print it, it's just like 10 months summer, the date of show, venue, and then, like, the set
Yeah.
list in, like,
Yeah.
our branded font, which is not our font. It's Pokemon Alpha Omega, or Alpha and Omega Ruby Sapphire font. We just stole that. But that's what we do.
That's what we
Luke will do crazy stuff, like he has, like, mathematics on there.
Yeah.
He does, like, logarithmic equations on there. Like, I literally, like, I had to, like, ask Luke, like, at a point, like, what song is next. I literally don't know. I can't. It's also so dark in these venues, and so I
Yeah.
was just like, I don't know what we're playing.
Hang on, I have to solve for the slope to figure out the next
Yeah.
song. It was so intricate and detailed. I was like, this couldn't, AI could never recreate this, you know? It was
No,
just like,
this is pure, like, a guy who codes for his day job.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, dude, I mean, it's been an hour. I don't want to like keep you too late every time. I feel like we always like play games and we like
We're just vibing.
stay up. I mean, it's whatever you want to do too. Like, I don't want to like run you ragged. Whatever. If you want to play some Fortnite, if you want to also hang out with Mar, I am good either way. But I mean, anything else you want to tell the tots, tell the folks what you got going on? This camera, and this camera.
This camera. I mean, we can. I think, like, we've covered most of it. Like, if people just want to hear this sucker, like, we can run it, and then if
Run
you,
it.
yeah, we can just run it, and
Wait,
then if you
actually,
want to, yeah, you can. Oh yeah.
I didn't know if we could play the early release. I didn't want to like put that on the
Oh
full thing.
yes. Oh, you the
Oh,
full thing. Yeah, super.
oh,
Like,
okay, okay, wait.
this is like the leak.
I literally didn't want to like. I don't know why I didn't want to assume that. Hang on. Do you have the link? I don't have that on my like PC.
Oh
I didn't move that one over.
yeah. I hear. I
I'm
can
so
send it to you.
sorry. I didn't
Yeah.
want to assume. I was like,
Oh, I
only
should
if
have been way clearer. That's my bad. Yeah, no, my whole goal is to, like, we, like, leak this
do the
sucker
full
here
thing.
tonight. Yeah, I mean, because,
Let's
like, they're gonna
fucking
get it.
go, dude.
They're gonna get it soon anyways. But it's just, like,
Okay. I didn't want to make any assumptions because like I got to listen to it already, guys. So
yeah,
no, no, no brag there. Oh, cool. My Discord's working again. Okay, sweet. Thank you, dude. I'll run it, and then yeah, we'll just do like our typical like radio stream, and then we'll listen to it, and then I won't talk over anything, but that's so awesome. Everyone gets to listen to the full thing. We'll just play it all the way through.
Yeah, it's
It
like
sounded like a little brag. Yeah,
it's
just a little bit.
a cool 15 minutes 51 seconds. So it's not gonna take a ton of your time. And then, I mean, if you're still down to, like, run a couple games, I'm down to do that. We can do whatever. The night is open. I have no meetings tomorrow, so
All good. Okay, wait. Let me I'm trying to think how to run this and hopefully not have it copyrighted. Hang on. Cuz I have to do it a little different. Okay, let's run it through music here. Oh wait, that'll change you though. It might my VOD from here on out, if you're a VOD watcher, might get pulled like for the 15 minutes, 51 seconds if it catches the audio, because I'm gonna keep it so that it's still routing through. Mm, wait, why can't I actually? No, I'm being dumb. Sorry. Uh, okay. This won't play through in my VOD in general, so if you are watching the VOD, you won't hear it. But gotta like do some funky little workarounds so that the Twitch overlords don't get angry.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll play it. We'll just run it all the way through because we already kind of talked about through the songs and
Yeah.
stuff.
You got the preview.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Sorry, I didn't want to make an assumption on that. I should have probably just asked. I didn't want to
No,
like
you're totally fine. I
pressure
should
you
have.
at the same time.
I meant to be clear about it. That's my bad too.
No. Not at all. All right, I'll mute from my end. Enjoy, guys. Early release. Whole thing. Okay, am I crazy? Is no, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I won't say it.
No, say
what's
it, say it.
what's what's the intro there? Like the like little intro kind of soundbite there.
Oh, it's the spoken word like reversed.
Okay, that's really cool. What kind of like I don't know. So the spoken word part that you have, talk me through it.
Yeah, so yeah.
Because
So
like when
the
I'm listening to it, it sounds so different. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's sped up a little bit too, and it's run through a couple filters.
Okay.
Like we wanted it to feel like, like this last track is really about like, um, it's about like multiple realities, dimensions, looking through mirrors, and what's on the other side. Like what exists in a mirror when you're not looking at it, observation, quantum mechanics, all this stuff that I'm not smart enough to really explain, but like feel spiritually. Um, the I remember specifically like this song had been written for 2 years, but we had got the masters back, and I was listening to it in the car with Mar, and she was like, "Wait, what do you say in that spoken word part?" And one of the lines I have is, "The future is a mirror made of broken bits of glass. If we put it back together, we would only see the past." And she was like, "Yo, that's actually really good." I was like, "Oh
That's
wow,
bars.
that's bars." Yeah, I think she literally said those are bars. and and like in thinking of that line, we kind of wanted that intro before the spoken word to be like these like fragmented, like post-it notes or like fortune cookie slips of like different
Okay.
lives. Just feeling like all these voices, like not trying to, not trying to invoke like schizophrenia, but like this idea of like all the lives you could have lived or could be or will be, living are like speaking to you at once, all in this big rush, right? And like
Okay.
the idea of like if your name is my ocean, the inverse must be true. Like my name must be an ocean to you, right? Like we ourselves are also oceans and are these infinite, multitudes of complexity and intricacy. And so, um, this whole song is about fate, pulling on that fate lines idea still, the idea of like, how did we in the complexities of 8 billion people and all the moves and motions we could make, how do we find each other in this one, and how could we do it again possibly? And so we
Yeah.
just really wanted that like last track to like open with this like it's where the spaciness I think comes from. Like most of the EP is pretty clean, but this is like really washed out, grungy, shoegazy. Like
Yeah.
Sam wanted this song to be big. We wanted to close this EP as big as possible, and like just fading into like when the song ends, I want you to feel like you're floating in space, like on like a bed of like almost like in like those like sensory deprivation tanks. So like you're just floating in darkness and like with your
Yeah.
thoughts now after receiving 15 minutes of hopefully good music. Up to the listener's decision and discretion, I guess. But yeah, that was like the like the spoken word lovers are gonna eat good with this EP, I guess, because I'm sorry to spin. But yeah, we just like we initially we were just gonna have like a softer version of the spoken word, not reverse, like just like kind of whispered like at the beginning, almost. And then we were like, let's just if we're gonna like we went with Gary Sione, right, to produce this, and so we're like, okay, if we're gonna have someone else produce this, like take a swing, like make this as like do do it Gary style to to this
Yeah.
intro, and that's what he came back with. And like we tinkered with like some of the levels for a bit,
Mhm.
but we loved all like at first like it carried in and played and it looped and played underneath the spoken word like really softly as it went, but we were like, you know what, like when the drums hit, let's cut it out. So it's like
Yeah.
this like you're floating and spinning through space, the spoken
Kind of
word
like
is
that
like
build up.
garbling at you, yeah, and then you just hear
Yeah.
the boom boom and it cuts. It's like, oh, I have to like pay attention to the song now, like here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
um
'Cause, the first listen of it, I mean, even now, I, like, couldn't even really kinda put that together just 'cause, like, it does feel like you're just kind of, like I don't know, it felt ethereal in its own way
Yeah.
of, like,
It
how
feels
you're
like a
just kind of
foreign language, because
Yeah,
like,
that's what it does,
I
and I'm like, "Wait, explain that to me," 'cause I'm like, "Did I just, like, black out during the listening to it?" Oh, that's so cool, I love that, like, I wouldn't have put that together. That's so cool.
Well, thanks for, taking the time to talk about it.
Oh,
Hope people enjoyed it. That's EP. That's EP 2 from 10 Month Summer. It took us a long time to get it out, but we're really excited for it to be in your hands. It means a lot to us. Every song you've all heard all the inside scoops here on Cater FM. Thank you to Cater and the Tots for putting up with me like three times now. Like goodness, I'm just
Hey,
here all
you're
the time.
VIP. You're VIP. Literally, anytime you put up with me, like it's the most. I am so disorganized in general, and
No, you're
you put
killing
up with
it.
me just like sending you a link the day of, texting me like,
That's
"So
all
what
we
do you
need.
want to talk about?" Like,
That is exactly how we roll. Like I don't have like the
it's
mental
so.
capacity to pre-plan anything, so
It
just like
is
let's hit
so.
record and we
Yeah.
we hit it.
It's so nice to speak with you because it's like it doesn't like first time I was very nervous, but like I just wanted to like it be worth your time. But it like so quickly
Always
kind of
is.
just felt like talking to like a friend, you
Oh
know?
yeah,
So
good.
it's just like it's just so awesome to have you here literally anytime, especially being able to hear, the backstory behind why you write stuff because you're so intentional about it. So
Thank you.
it's just like it's so awesome to hear from somebody that wants to be a writer, doesn't have the chops.
Oh
But
please,
like,
I
no. Trust me. I am more like I'm a jester more than like actually being able to put like thoughtful things to pen and paper. But like, it's just so cool to like hear your thought process. It's like it's just really inspiring to me.
Well, thank you. I
Yeah.
I I will push back and say that some of the greatest writers of our lives are jesters, you know? I mean, they're like
Well,
comedy is like one of the most difficult like chords to strike in like the human gamut of emotion. Like I feel like we can all tap into things that make us like sad and happy and like can find some pretty low-hanging fruit, but it takes something very specific to make somebody laugh, I think. And so I think it's a skill on its own in writing and connection. So I wouldn't ding yourself too hard on that.
I try. I make myself laugh the most, which there we go.
That's all that matters.
That's
Yeah. Me and Mark crack ourselves up all day. We are
yeah.
just guffawing at ourselves, and luckily
Yeah.
we also guffaw at each other, which is really nice.
Yeah. It's nice to be able because you gotta laugh. Like if it's too serious, oh my gosh. Can't do it all. Can't do
No.
it all. Well, dude, you know what I'm thinking? I have I have a big project ahead of me tonight, in which
Sure.
is I'm you're gonna hear it though. I have to download Minecraft server mods for this thing that we're doing tomorrow.
Oh,
And
because you have the gaming Fridays.
the game, yeah, we're doing uh a whole like opening ceremony for it, and there is
That's
I think
awesome.
45 mods, and if you've seen how I struggle with making a photo appear, the server ringleader is like, Cater, can you please just get this done ahead of the opening ceremony? Cool. How many mods are there?
Off by a
Okay.
few hundred. Oh my god, 240? So, like, shout out to you, first of all, for doing that. Shout out to people that can do modding. I have, like in my heart of hearts, I would love to explore the deep underbelly of mods. I'm like a vanilla gamer because I tried to once just do like Stardew Valley like with like nicer graphics, like just one mod. I tried to add the detractor and like updated graphics. Fucked up my game. I just like I couldn't open it.
Yeah,
Couldn't open it for weeks. Gave up. Uninstalled everything and just like re-downloaded it. Lost my farm. It was just like it was a really really tough time for me.
that is the way it
Um,
goes. And like, I'm so bad at this. The Lilia here had to figure out what my username was even from the last time we played to get me whitelisted, which is like to get me approval to even play because I don't even know that. So like my base level of where I'm starting at is very sad. So I have a feeling like it's gonna take me a minute. But are you going to continue to illiterate unk? That's me. Walrus, hi by the way. Um,
Hi, buddy.
are are you going to continue streaming? Because I will raid over into you. No pressure to do so as well. I don't want to like
Um,
throw that on you. Otherwise,
I'm not sure. I think tonight I may call it early,
absolutely.
and spend some
I
time
get
with
it.
the muse.
I get it. Well, I love it. And thank you so much for letting us be the first to hear a couple hours early. You guys got like the rest of the world, you've got like 3 hours. And then if
Yeah.
you're in Chicago, 519 Subterranean, and then July 3rd, Bummer Summer, Beat Kitchen.
Hmm.
Anything else? Oh, if you want a vinyl too. Did I have I lost that link? No, I haven't. Nice. Here is the link. $20 vinyl, guys. I mean, I
It's
don't
pretty
know what
cheap.
more
It's
you need to
pretty.
hear from me for like a
It's
custom
pretty.
vinyl. It's
It's
so
nice.
pretty. It's beyond pretty. Um, so get in on that. And yeah, just thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate
All right.
you and the Tots, this whole community. Y'all have been so wonderful, and just letting me pump up this band so many times here. But yeah.
Well, you have a great night. Oh, wait, I do have one request.
Oh yes.
When you end the like Riverside thing, there will be a thing that says uploading. If
Mm.
you could let it get to 100 on your end
Mm-hmm.
for uploading, because otherwise it usually like cuts off like the last like 20 minutes.
Okay.
So I'll like stop it and I'll hang up, but it'll say like uploading until 100%. If you could just like leave that browser open, that'll
Okay, so I
be
can like hit
perfect.
leave, but I just shouldn't close the browser until
Yeah,
it's
just
100.
don't close the browser. It'll be
Or
uploaded
dead.
after that. Okay,
Gotcha.
cool. Well, thanks so much, dude. Have a great rest of your night.
You too.